Hey friends, it's been a long time since I posted a video, so I thought I'd give you guys a update. I've been actually making videos, but I get to the editing phase and I'm watching them and think, nah, this is kind of crap. I even got one as far as I posted it on YouTube, and then but I marked it as private just to see how it would age, and it aged like I watch it now and I just annoy myself. So I don't know, maybe I'll show you guys little clips of that, and you can see why. Maybe that'd make a good topic. Videos that aren't quite ready for prime time, I don't know. Anyway, I've actually been working. I've actually been working on the layout and doing a fair bit. So I think now maybe it's time I'll show you what I've been working on. I think the biggest news is I've finished both of my Helixes, and I've got them connected by the second deck. And yeah, what a chore that was. Bench work is probably my least favorite part of building a model railroad. And as you know, Helixes are a whole lot of bench work to really go nowhere. But they get you up to the top deck, so it's a necessary evil if you want to have a little more running room. Both of my Helixes are double track. The outer track, which is supposedly a wider radius and less of a grade, that's the up track, and the inner track is supposed to be the down track. And it actually does help. I do have some trains that will make it up on the out track, but they won't make it up on the inside track without help. Hopefully I'm not shaking too bad here. I've been doing some scenery, so I have a lot of my scenery supplies out. I'll explain what I'm going to be doing up here in a minute. And this is where I've been doing a lot of my scenery work. My trees, not one of them is a really good model by itself, but when you stick them all together, they're alright. So on top of this blob, I'm going to have a yard for, we'll say CN comes in and drops off cars for Algoma Central, picks them up. This is all very fictitious. We'll call it loosely based on CN and Algoma Central. There's going to be a little engine house here, a little yard service area, more trees in the back. I've used a furnace filter, which I painted and flocked as a view block. I guess I could have just stuck more trees in there. They would have done well, but I'll show you. See, I don't really want the engine house to be seen from the tunnel, and I don't want the engine house to look like it's at the edge of a cliff. So put some trees in here, it'll be fine. I mean, this engine house isn't exactly where it's going to be anyway, so something like that. Anyone that's familiar with the Algoma Central is going to know Montreal River Falls, the bridge that goes over the dam there. I'm going to model that roughly. I don't think it's going to be, well, it won't be as tall as the prototype or as long, but hopefully when you look at it you'll go, hey, Montreal River. You'll get it. We'll see. Probably going to build the dam out of foam. Yeah, I think the side we're looking at is going to be the lake side, and then the landscape will drop off on the other side of the bridge. I have a taller tripod here somewhere, but I can't find it. I'm going to have to hand bomb more of this than I wanted to. But yeah, there's going to be like sidings here, or not sidings, but like loadouts for logs and wood chips and stuff. I guess it would be pulpwood, not wood chips, but we'll see. It's all being planned out. Yeah, Like I think I said in one of my earlier videos, I don't really look like someone who makes plans. I just do things. One of my videos that never really saw the light of day was a call to Rapido, Rapido trains, to release more passenger coaches, the old CN style passenger coaches, in Algoma Central. They gave us these gorgeous locomotives, but no coaches to pull. So I've been repainting just about everything I have. I had a bunch of Union Pacific stuff that I've been repainting, and so the cars I have don't really match the prototype, but with train shows going again, I've been able to pick up some Rapido cars and repaint and decal them using highball decals. There's a Via locomotive, or a Via passenger car from Rapido that I may not repaint. I have pictures of them using Via cars back in the day. I got a whole bunch of Fubies in here. That's one that I just made up, just whatever. And a Dome car that doesn't match a prototype, but I liked it. It was cheap, so I picked it up at the train show. It's a good stand-in until we get the proper one. Another video I made that never saw the light of day was this coach. This one derailed, and the electronics in the roof melted a hole in the roof. I was able to fix it with some JB Weld and sanding, and I mixed up the paint myself, and I think I got it pretty close to the factory paint. This one's factory, this one's one that I mixed up. The only problem I have with this is I kind of oversprayed the decals there. I don't know if I can find decals to match that, but it doesn't look too bad. I'll show you. Zoomed in. See, it's a little bit lighter. You can see maybe it's just an older coach and it's sun faded. I don't know. The electronics don't work in it anymore, but frankly I usually turn the power off turn the lights off when I run this train. I have a FP40 on order from Rapido. Just waiting for that to come in, hopefully soon. It's supposed to be soon. And then I'll have something to pull this with. Although, at the train show I picked up one of these. I've been looking forever. I finally found this guy had two of them on his table. So I just needed one. The trains I used to see come through Kitchener, well, for a while they had, there's 4 coaches, an F40 PH on one end, and a Genesis unit like this on the rear. Usually in a wrap, one of the Via wraps, but this guy will do. Perhaps less interesting, but made a big difference in the layout is I've put LED lighting, those little light strips you get from the Jungle website there, that for real cheap. They really improved the lighting on the bottom deck. I knew I'd have to do that. It was so dark once I put once I put the top deck on. It was so dark I knew I'd have to do something, and these actually worked out pretty good. I wish they were a little bit brighter, but they're good. Good enough. This is going to be my fire station. This was the Rick's Products, or maybe Pike Stuff, I forget which. Diamond Engineering. The doors were, these doors were on this side, but I moved them there for the fire trucks. This caboose was another find. I never thought I'd find this at a train show, but the price was right, and wasn't broken or anything, so I picked it up. I've seen these online. It would have been like $80 shipped, but back when they were available. But now this one I found for much cheaper than that. And I ordered some stuff from Mini Prints and got a little decal set for decaling up a tank car, so that's the car I did. This is something else I was kind of impressed with at the train store. I found somebody selling 10 of these Intermodal cars for really cheap, like I think I paid 40 bucks for them all. So they're 48 foot, which doesn't really fit with the modern era, but I don't care. They look good. Rolling by, 53 foot, 48 foot, 40 foot, I don't notice the difference. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't. In a train going by, it doesn't bother me. So yeah, I was quite pleased with those. They've still got the Rapido couplers on them, which it's like I never thought I'd see Rapido couplers again on my layout, but there they are. So I'll be replacing those. I'm not in a big rush, but I will be replacing those with micro trains. I guess the last thing I have to talk about is my sound project. I've slowly been working my way, putting sound in everything. And ditch lights in the stuff that needs it. So I've done a whole bunch of those installs since my last video. Still have these three to add sound to. They're probably the last ones that are going to get sound. And that P42 passenger engine I have that I mentioned earlier, it's going to get sound. I'm just not sure if I'm going to wait for the ESU decoder to come out that fits it or put something hardwired in. I'm not sure about that, but I'm in no rush. So there you have it. Still lots to do, but that's what I've been up to the past few months. If you like what you see and you want to follow along as I build this thing, why don't you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified every time I post a video, you can hit the little bell icon, but frankly, whatever. Just subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Talk to you guys later. Bye.